What do you think they are resonating with when they hear you?
Filth. That's all, like real and raw.
When it comes to R&B, are we just living in nostalgia land?
It doesn't get appreciated.
Maybe R&B is dead because love is dead.
Are we never going to accept the new music then?
Oh, I accept it.
I feel like we're gonna accept it, but it will never be as good. Brit School was on the same day as football, so it's like I had to choose. But it was peak because I'm a baller, you know. Like it was so peak.
I slap Solly. Deshane tries to back it. I slap him as well.
I hear it still.
Yeah, you can see it.
I just want to kiss all my crushes. Do you know what I mean?
You have to rub it. Like apparently, like if you don't rub it, you'll get booed or something. So I'm rubbing it.
That's his fantasy.
All right, relax, bro. Why are you always releasing my business?
I would just do any sex scene with me and Kano.
Yeah, so exclusive on Amazon. She has a tune with Drake. It's underway.
This is the +44 podcast. I'm Zeze Millz.
Yeah, what's that about?
What was that all
And I'm
about?
Sideman. Music
Culture.
UK. This is +44
From Wondery.
Wondering.
Today we are joined by artist AMARIA. BB, make some noise!
Oh, wow.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I feel like I always see you out all
Yeah.
the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
All
you
the
see
time. That makes it sound like...
Zeze, you see her out.
Shut up, David.
This girl is a quarter of your... You know you're 97, right? Why are you two out at the same place?
Because unlike you, we get invited to all the cool things.
Yes.
You don't get invited to those
But
things.
why are they
you...
and why are they inviting nans?
Because
the
I'm
same-
still cool. I'm still a thing at the moment. So I will go to all the things. So
Fair
I'm with
enough.
the cool kids. The
Yes.
cool, they love me, don't you?
Yeah, man. Vibes.
That didn't sound too
Yeah,
good.
She didn't back. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks, man. Chilling.
How does it feel to have the buzz that you're currently having, the critical acclaim, like you're bubbling up right now?
Yeah, it's mad, innit? I don't know. I deep things bare late. Like, I just...
You're like that. Zeze's like that.
yeah,
I don't know if that's because of the, you know what I mean, as you get older, the
I
memory.
just deep things hella late, but it feels good though.
But I feel like you've been here for some time. Like, although everyone's there's a buzz around you now.
Yeah.
You've been
Like on social, 100%.
I came across you years ago. I want to say like maybe about 4 years,
Yeah,
4 or
time
5
ago.
years ago. Like,
Time ago.
and so it's good to see, because I think sometimes what worries me or makes me be like, oh, you know, like when someone has like loads of social buzz,
Yeah.
or they have like a really like viral moment,
Yeah.
and then after that it just kind of goes.
Yeah, calms
I
down.
think with you it's really been nice to see that it's just been steadily going nice
Going up,
at a
yeah.
nice pace. And I think I always say that I think that's the best type of pace to have.
Facts.
Like when it's just going nicely, like you're just trudging along like that.
Nice,
Nice.
facts.
What would you attribute that growth to?
I don't know. I feel like because I just been... It's something that I've been like grafting for, innit? So I feel like now that I'm finally getting proper recognition, is like, cool, I'm doing something. I must be doing something. Like, I was doing something before, but it's like now I feel like social media has just helped me boost my talent a lot.
Why has social media helped you?
Just to interact with different people, like people like all over the world, like especially like TikTok. Like TikTok's the reason why I'm like known now.
So how does that affect the artistry? When you kind of get in that audience reaction and let's say the audience might be of a certain demographic, might be of a certain age, does that affect then how you think about your approach towards the music?
With me, not necessarily, because I get all people of different kind of ages listening to the stuff that I do, like old, young, new, like current, like everybody interacts, especially like people from different, like I got people from like Japan and people that don't even like understand. They know it. Like it's crazy.
What do you think they are resonating with when they see you, when they hear you?
Filth. That's all, like, ruin it. Like I'm just real and raw, and because like usually you would get the rawness and like don't give a heck from like a male. You won't get it really from a female, especially a young female. You get it. So I feel like my type of generation is just like raw and real. Like we actually.
Do you think it's because of the generation that you're a part of?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's interesting, because
how would
Zeze's
you-
raw. That's two very different generations. Decades apart.
Anyway, see, you're just going to start talking about age all the time.
Sorry, that was the last one.
When I start coming for you, you're not going to like it.
That was the last one. Go
Like,
on.
why is your jacket so tight? Like, why Why?
Go on, man.
That one hurt. I know.
How would you describe your sound?
My sound is like very authentic, like R&B with the like Caribbean infused.
So do you think R&B, because there's always this conversation, especially within the UK, like it's not appreciated a lot, but how do you feel being in it? Or how do, even like with the Brits, there was all this conversation about them doing the pop and R&B together. What?
I don't even know that.
Yeah, they grouped pop and R&B category together, and there was a lot of conversation about there wasn't no R&B artists on the category. But how do you feel being an R&B artist? How would you feel like the current scene is like?
It's not it.
Right.
I feel like it doesn't get appreciated in the UK at all. Like real, like soulful. There's so much soulful singers that are from the UK that are bad. It's not what people really want to hear. Like people really want to hear like the viral stuff, the things that are in the moment. They don't want to listen to like, they don't want to feel lyrics and like.
I think it's a reflection of what's actually happening in reality. I've never thought about this before, but maybe R&B, the way it was and soulful and everything like that, is dead because love is dead.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Like people like, I'm not in love. I ain't trying to hear this.
It's true, you know.
I saw that, I don't know if you probably have that, Glorilla and Moneybagg Yo, and they've got this song out. And it is the most horrid song I've heard. Like it's like a call and response kind of thing. So they're doing up like love, but it's not love.
But it's rapping.
Rapping. It's like I'm going up there and go, and it's just like I'm like, it's just so. It's like I don't like you no more. No, I don't like you, and I'm like, right? Is this what?
We've come to.
There's no feel.
There's no, like we were saying, there's no
feel at all.
No one wants to love each other
It's not Usher
anymore.
and Alicia Keys, my boo.
Yeah, like there's no feel.
That's what I was trying to get. It was that.
No.
It's basically like Baby Boy. It's a scene from Baby Boy, and they're just angry at each other. But I'm just saying, because basically what you said about, that's what it feels like. It just feels like we don't want to love each other no more. So like, R&B is not.
It's dying. This is why it's 50-50, because there's a lot of artists that are like in the like R&B bracket and that are banging like streams and stuff, but it's just not known over here. Like,
right,
it's not known.
I've always felt like that about R&B though, because I've always felt like R&B music is not something that comes out the gate bare sales, bare views, bare streams. But if you love a song, you will listen to that for 10 years late. 10 years late. Like for instance, okay, let me use a crazy song for an example. Like Soldier Boy up in this. You're not listening to that in 2023.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Apart from when it comes in the club randomly.
But yes. But at Usher and Alicia Keys, my boo, you will put that
in the UK though, like a lot of people have a different perception of R&B now. Like it's like anyone can put in auto-tune in your voice, that's R&B. Like now R&B is just a title now. You can just title anything R&B.
R&B.
Anything with like auto-tune is R&B.
What do you class as R&B then? Because when the whole Brits thing happened, someone put a tweet out and they was basically saying that there was no R&B people in it. And then they mentioned Cat Burns. They said they didn't think she was R&B.
I think she's more like a pop.
See, this is the thing though. So then what is classed as R&B? Because when I Googled what R&B was, it basically just said
rhythm and blues.
It basically said a black person singing pop, basically, by and large. But by and large,
that's not what Google said. I'll tell you that for free.
Wait, I've got it. Like, let me show you the screenshot.
You need to ask Alexa. Then
let me show you the
Google leading you
screenshot.
astray.
Obviously, no.
If Google said a black person singing pop,
that's crazy.
I need to find.
That's crazy.
Listen, basically. Yeah. R&B, a kind of pop music of black origin with a soulful vocal style featuring a lot of improvisation. That is basically it.
Basically what you just said.
Improvisation, the runs.
The riffs and stuff. Yeah.
So when I Googled it, because they said they didn't think Cat Burns was R&B, and I was like, okay, what is R&B? Because to me, R&B is like Faith Evans, that type of
soul.
like soulful kind of thing. And I would say Cat Burns' voice is very soulful. So when I listen,
I think Cat Burns' voice, she's got a very soulful voice, but she does pop songs.
But she does like slow songs, like "Don't Tell This No."
Yeah, that's pop.
Do you think that's pop?
In an R&B rave, like okay, cool,
right? Cool. Okay, so let me know. What's your definition of R&B?
My personal definition of R&B is just like that 90s feel, you know, like soulful and just like neo soul. I feel like with Cat Burns, is very much like pop. Like
Is it
I wouldn't.
The music feels thinner.
Yeah, it's more like.
But then, see, I wouldn't necessarily say Cat Burns to me. I would, if someone said R&B artist, I would go to Cat Burns as my first person.
Yeah.
But then when I search Google, they're basically saying a soulful voice.
Yeah.
So then technically she's R&B.
R&B.
Yeah,
R&B.
What is
like,
R&B?
it's wide.
It's wide.
It's
yeah.
because
Very,
it's like
very
saying
wide.
when you say rap, you can be talking about drill. You can be talking about
it's
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like people call Drake the biggest rapper, but there's so much melody to his rap, but it's still considered rap.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Basically.
What
Just
I wanted
wide.
to ask is that do you ever delve into making that proper soulful, proper in love, and then say no one ain't trying to hear this, and then just don't put it out?
Nah, you know me, yeah. I don't really. You see how I said like I'm an R&B artist, but like I still do like the dancehall and the. I don't really. Yeah, I'm an R&B artist, but I like to. I'm very diverse, so I will do any genre. Like my next project's going to be a full R&B project. No patois, no nothing. Like,
I don't mean in terms of the genre. I mean in terms of the content. So I'm saying, do you make those love songs? I love you.
But I don't make songs for people, for my support. I make songs for myself. You're either gonna relate to it or you're not.
Right.
It's that simple. Like I don't make songs for people to hear. I literally make songs for myself, what I want to hear. And if you mess with it, you mess with it. If you don't, you don't.
How did your love for R&B happen? Because you're still quite young. So I'm still quite young. And
I'm not even laughing. I'm just laughing because he's been making jokes all
but people
night.
are laughing. To my right and to my left, people are laughing. Like David has encouraged the guests to laugh at me now.
Nah.
Like, what is going on?
Well, I mean, don't lie to our face.
Okay, no, because what I'm saying,
Yeah.
so I'm 33, right?
Go on.
33.
Listen, I'm 31, so I can't even be out here hyping.
Yeah,
bro.
your jacket is looking like it's. Can you pull the sleeves down?
I'm not gonna lie. I've wanted to pull my jacket down since you said it
should.
because I've definitely been feeling self-conscious about it. So thank you for creating the moment in which I can do that.
Some of the songs that I like to listen to, when I Google how young they are,
Yeah.
I'm like, right, I was only like 6 then.
Yeah.
So how?
My mum.
All right, okay, yeah.
Like just family itself, and plus like I've come from like a musical background.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
My granddad Jimmy Cliff. Yeah,
snap.
so like I've come from like a musical background. But my mum, like, she used to bang music that I listen to now. Like, I guarantee anyone, like, imagine they don't know it. Like, I'm not just talking about like 80s and 90s. I'm talking about.
If you're going back further than 80s and 90s,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
still, yeah.
like, it's not just current. I can't, right now for me, I can't stand current R&B.
Really?
Facts. The American artists like her, Sam Walker, of course, love.
Mm-hmm.
But like, as you said, there's a wide range of R&B now.
Yeah,
so the stuff that I heard in today's music is, I would never, ever sit down and type it up and put it on.
Yeah, and you could never compare it to the old school.
You can't.
But then that's the thing, is like, when it comes to R&B, are we just living in nostalgia land?
I go back and I listen, I'm like, yeah, nah.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Then are we never going to accept the new music then?
Oh, I accept
I feel
it.
like we're going to accept it, but it will never be as good as never. It won't,
But
it won't
the
even
thing
come
is
close.
that it's more accessible,
Yeah.
right? When we used to, the R&B songs back in the day, when we used to try to belt them out, if the song wasn't in the background, we'd sound terrible.
Fact.
You understand what I'm saying? I think that's why the rise of melodic rap is so high, because it's, I can sing this.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I can sing it back.
Oh my God, someone else said that to me, actually.
Yeah, if you notice, music in general is getting thinner. So the instrumental is losing a lot of the instrument. You might have now the drum and the one sound.
No, it's true.
Whereas before, it was layered.
layered.
You listen to a song,
Layered.
the artist, before you even hear the beat properly, all you hear is Mariah say, doo-doo-doo.
Yeah.
So it's just like, things have changed. Like,
Facts.
you don't need an intro, you don't need a bridge anymore.
No.
So it's like, and I think that's what people want, because they want music that they can listen. It's
just
fast
easier.
food. It's fast food. Just like fast food, it's just fast music. Let me love this song for a bit.
Yeah.
And then I'll just love another song tomorrow. Like, yeah.
Facts.
So you was born and raised in Hackney?
Yeah.
What part of Hackney?
Clapton.
I was born in Stoke Newton. Wasn't born in Stoke, but
Was it?
I was born and raised in Stoke Newton. Do you know about Best Kebab?
Yeah. I know about Best Kebab. Come on, you know
Best
that's
Kebab,
you know about the Best Kebab.
I'm trying to get put on the wall. Are you on the wall?
Nah.
I'm trying to get on the wall. The man said that when I come in there next time, he's going to put me
You
on
put
the
on the
wall.
wall because there's bare.
There's bare people on
Really?
the wall. Yeah,
Bare
like,
If you're
like,
somebody from them ends,
yeah,
then
you
you're
should
going
be
to
on
be
the
on that
wall.
wall.
You should
I'm
be on
trying
the
to be
wall.
on the wall.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to be on the wall.
I wanted to ask, in terms of, your rise, how has it been for your family? And how has it been for you?
I feel like I get overwhelmed sometimes because like it's every day I'm hearing I'm proud. It's like raw, like I'm actually doing something. I've been doing this for a minute. So they've seen, like, I used to go Brit school, like all of that. Like, so they've seen that I'm not just on this, like there's a lot of people that, there's a lot of people that can just make one video and go viral. They ain't been doing nothing for no long. Just that one day they decide, I can sing a bit. I ain't been doing that. It's been from TV programs, like kids shows and stuff. So it's been like an ongoing thing. So like they've seen the rise. So it's like raw. Like you're climbing. It's just not stop. And we're very like spiritual when it comes to like God and stuff. So it's like, I just trust him and they trust him. So it's like, we just trust.
Are they asking you for money?
No.
Okay.
No, but that's something I do anyway.
Okay.
I'm not one of them.
Be careful that money, it runs out, the money thing.
100%.
So you just
not something
think
that lasts forever, but when you know you're serious in your craft, you make that.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about the story about Kat bringing you on stage?
Yeah, I was performing. I had to like hold the Olympic torch and he introduced me. But it was just like to Hackney lot, like, like Hackney Town Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like to the Hackney lot. And then there was a competition, Hackney v Harlem. So it was like the Americans v the Londoners.
Right.
So it was like a competition. So they performed in Hackney Empire. I ended up winning like in my category. Jermaine Jackman, he won like in his category. There was only 2 categories. We got taken to the Apollo Theatre. And that's when like he had to rub the tree. Like they do like some good luck tree in the Apollo. You have to rub it. Like apparently like if you don't rub it, you'll get booed or something. So I'm rubbing it. rubbing it. And then like he introduced me and craziness. But he's like believed in me from little.
Yeah. How old was you then?
Maybe like 8.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So you've always known from young that you've always wanted to sing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
So were you ever shy at all?
No, I used to play football.
Okay.
So I used to play for Arsenal Girls and Leighton Orient. But Brit School was on the same day as football. So it's like I had to choose. But it was peak because I'm a baller, Like it was so peak. So it was just my mom was just like, either the singing thing or the football thing. I just done the singing thing. But I've never really been shy.
Are you done with football?
Yeah, no,
you don't. Do you ever like just wanna?
You ever miss it?
Do you miss it?
All the time. All the time.
You play for fun?
I don't have time. I don't have time.
Right.
Literally, I don't have time.
You had your acting debut in Prime Video's Jungle.
Yeah.
I'm seeing laughter already. Like, how did you feel about it? What was it like acting for the first time?
You know what? It was a good experience.
Yeah.
Like it was a very good experience. I always had to come out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
But
it was crazy. Like it was good. It was fun.
No, the
But
truth
I don't
is-
think I would never do it again. I don't think for
acting?
right now. Yeah, for right now, I wouldn't act
Really?
again.
that's so interesting. Why? Why did you say that?
It's long. So long.
Yeah, it's a long time on set, isn't it? And
It's
I know,
long.
trust me.
The learning the script.
Yeah.
You think me can sit down for hours and learn script? No.
When I haven't been on set for a long time. When I did the Boxing Day thing, I was there for one day. I had my scene takes up maybe 2 minutes of the film, not even that.
Yep.
And I was there for the whole day.
Yep.
And I just remember thinking, I remember this being long.
That's
Nah,
how I
just
felt.
not it.
Like, literally, I'm on Top Boy for 10 seconds at the beginning of an episode. 10 seconds.
And it took you the whole
If
day.
that whole day.
Are you going to be in the next one?
Yeah. So basically, the storyline is that me, Kano, Scully, and
Sully.
me, Sully,
Suddenly.
and who's the other guy again? What's Ashley's character's name? All 3 of us in here, we all get into
Deshane.
it. Yeah.
Deshane.
I slap Sully. Deshane tries to back it. I slap him as well. That we haven't worked out the rest of it yet, but that's how it's going now. Yeah.
I hear it still.
Yeah, you can see it. Innit? It's something you can see.
Yeah.
I would just do any scene with me and Kano. Sex scene with me and Kano.
Yeah. So I hear that
And she loves a sex scene, you know.
Yeah.
Basically, any one of my...
Would you actually do a sex scene?
With who?
Okay, so it depends on the who.
It has to be with...
Okay,
it's
but even
all
if
dependent.
even if it's with somebody that you like, you understand that sex scenes in the moment are extremely awkward.
Yeah, I know, but
Lights, camera, and
get
100
to
people
kiss,
watching you.
You get to kiss, and I just want to kiss all my crushes.
Mm.
Why would I not want to dry hump Fredo
Would
for
you-
10 seconds? You know what I mean?
Is he
Oh,
changed
there's
again?
millions of them. Would you do a scene that was semi-nude?
Yeah. Wait, actually no, just like
There's
just what parts are showing?
Nipple.
Side of my nipple, like as like
Like it's a piece of the areola.
yeah, just like
Yeah.
and it's like pointed up at the side.
Just some side boob. All right, anyway. I hear that you're a fan of anime. Now, that's a broad statement. What animes do you actually like?
No. Oh, sorry.
She's a big hater.
What do you mean?
She don't
know?
like Marvel. She don't like nothing that's actually interesting.
What do you mean? What do you not know? Like, that's kind of disrespectful. That's wrong.
I forgot. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, nah. Anime, but I watch that every single day without fail.
Yeah, but what ones?
Any
You
type.
watch One Piece?
Nah. Parasite.
No. I'm mainstream. I'm very mainstream about anime.
Watch Parasites.
Okay, have you watched Death Note?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Because if you ain't watched Death Note, you're not really allowed.
No,
in
that's
there.
like.
Yeah. That's like.
But also, it's like I feel like all creative people, barring me, watch anime.
Just can't get
You don't
into
have
it.
dreams. Like you're not really imaginative like
I
that. Like
do.
you are very realistic.
Am I?
Yes, anything you say is very in reality. You don't hope. Nothing that you say ever sounds like hope.
What do you mean? When I
a
say I'm gonna
future?
do something really like I hoped for this.
There's something. It's very practical. Do you ever have dreams about flying?
What? As in
What do you mean? Everybody. Like, why do you need clarification on that? Have you had a dream about flying?
No, 100%.
Obviously.
obviously,
You
I
don't
had a
dream.
I had a dream about flying.
Have
Don't
you?
lie.
No, I have. About teleporting.
I need to fly.
No, honestly, I do. No, do you know what it is? I do dream, but I never say my dreams out loud.
Yeah.
I keep them in my head. That way, if they don't come to fruition, I'm not going to be disappointed, and people are not going to be disappointed in me.
So what's next for you?
Tours.
Oh snap!
Yeah. I'm gonna start doing my tours and that.
What's it like doing live, being in front of people and all that?
That's the best thing ever.
Really?
I'll do that for the rest of my life. That's how I know this is actually what I want. Because when I perform, it's like it's just me and them.
I
Nobody
don't
else.
think there's any form of media that will potentially beat the feeling of an artist doing their music and seeing people do it back to them.
Yeah.
There's nothing we will do
No,
that
it's
will
true.
top that feeling.
No, it's true.
I've hosted a festival. Not my tunes playing in the background, but I'm just hosting it. So I'm like the host in it. I'm rapping gigs, and for a second there, I thought I was him. When I said Batman, everybody said that I got hype.
Did you?
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything that can beat
Nah,
that
it's
feeling.
not.
That's a
Yeah,
different
nah.
kind of feeling.
Do you ever get bored of singing any of your songs?
Nah.
You appreciate all of them?
Yeah, but it depends on the crowd. Like
Right,
with
right,
me, I'll sing the songs depending on the crowd.
Okay.
For instance, I had a festival, it was like Reading or something. It's not, you know what I'm saying? So I know what to sing.
It's not us.
Right.
Yeah, so I'll know
Them
to
man.
sing the hyper things and loud.
Everybody there was tanned.
Yeah.
They didn't come out tanned. They put the tan on after the fact.
days. I'll allow the little like smooth and slow. But then
Yeah.
when it's, proper
Yeah.
things, I'll do all of them. I don't really get tired. I'm starting to get tired of slow motion though, I'm not gonna lie. Some the people that like come up to me, they don't say like, oh my gosh, you're AMARIA BB. Oh my gosh, you're slow motion. No, the heck, I'm not. Like,
Oh my gosh, you're slow motion.
I'm slow motion. Like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, I
I'm
get
not.
you.
Like, it's,
Like I have a name.
yeah, like, you know
I
what
have
I'm
an
saying? Like,
identity.
it's jarring.
I find it weird when people say, "Are you Zeze?"
Like, you
Yeah.
know I am.
Because they're gonna check. No, but they
I
have
find-
to.
I find
Because
it
imagine, just
weird.
imagine if you weren't.
I know, but I just find it a little bit weird. And sometimes I say no, depending how I feel.
Anytime I say
'Cause I
no,
just think-
anytime I say no, that's when they start to try to prove to me.
yes, you
I
are.
just
mean,
say
yeah.
quickly, I'll be like, no, and I just keep walking.
From you can't say no with
No,
that voice.
because-
From you
because-
talk, they're gonna know it's
no.
you.
Because sometimes it's dependent. Sometimes I say yeah, but sometimes it's, to me, I know they're just doing it to almost be difficult, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like if someone's comes up, if I can tell someone's genuinely like, oh hi, and they might be a little bit
Shy.
not know what to say.
Yeah.
But if I can tell you're just, people just saying it because they want to say hi, but they don't want to act like they know you. If
Yeah.
that makes sense. So it's just like, what are we doing here? But yeah.
What's the pressure like in terms of the fact that it's almost like you've got the ball in your hand and you can't drop it
Yeah.
at this point? So what's that pressure feel like?
To be honest, I don't allow myself to get pressured. I don't allow it. Like, and that's like, I take bare long to release music because I don't like the rushing and the pressure and that. Like, I believe everything is God's time. So when there's time to do it, I'll do it. So me, I'm not social media head at all. Like, I'm not on the gram. Obviously, I'm on the gram and all of them things, but I'm not on social media. Like, my social media platform is iMessage. And that's all.
iMessage.
I swear to God.
That's like a whole different. Not even WhatsApp, you know.
I
No,
know,
iMessage that I want to talk to one individual and one individual only.
No, in fact, so I don't really like read comments and stuff. I feel like the pressure comes from when you're reading comments and
Have you
that.
ever read a comment and it just messed with you?
Yeah, one.
What was it? Is it too bad to say?
Yeah.
What comment has hurt you the most over the years, Zeze?
Oh my God, when people saying I'm taking drugs.
Why?
Because lost loads of weight. People are like, oh my God, she's definitely on the white side.
Oh,
That's what they said. I think that got
That'll
to
get
me.
me mad.
yeah, that
I
would
know,
proper
that-
annoy
But I
me.
feel like in the game, you have to have tough skin.
Or when people call me a hoe. Because like, it's not
Why
that,
would that bother you?
because it's like, oh, she's boned all these guys in the industry. And there's a lot of guys that I would really like to bone. And the fact that I haven't been able to do that,
No.
it's like, why are you, like, people are like,
She's like, you haven't earned it, and then they're
What?
giving you the
Do you know
title.
what I mean? It's like, oh,
Yeah, give me a
she's-
chance to
you know what
give
I
me some
mean?
time,
They're
and then
like, oh, she slept with this person. I'm like, I would love to have one night with Skepta. And if I had been a hoe, I would have had that one night with him by now. Do you know what I'm saying? But I don't even have that. So that annoys me.
And that just you ain't booked him in the right place and location yet.
Oh no, I've bucked him a few times.
So what stopped you? I don't understand. I don't understand.
It's just
The way you talk about him, I thought you would never miss that
no,
opportunity.
I have to. You got to do it strategically.
Yeah,
you can't just
you
be
can't
there.
move him mad.
I think Skepta will not allow it either.
That's the nicest way of saying it. I don't think he would allow it.
I don't think he will allow it, but that's the one that annoys me, because it's like, if I was gonna be a hoe, I would want to actually be a hoe or whatever hoe is classed as.
Yeah.
And I would like to have those people underneath my belt. You know, there's a lot of people I want to do
Yes,
that,
yes,
and
the
I
list is
can't.
I feel
extensive.
like I don't really see like hate comments. I feel like it's more of a perception thing. Like people have a mad perception that all artists like they chat to every Tom, Dick and Harry, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
sometimes it's generally not the case.
Nothing annoys me more than when somebody says, how much did they pay you for this? So if you express a view, that's not what everybody
Oh,
else
right,
is thinking.
yeah,
And
okay,
I'm like,
yeah.
You think I'm big enough to even know they?
No,
Like,
for
They
real.
think I know they.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
know them. That is proper
So you're managed
annoying.
by your mum?
Yeah.
How's that?
Good, isn't it?
I'll give you a chance
It's
to
the norm.
re-react.
It's the
Because she's
norm.
gonna see this.
I don't give it. Oh yeah, it's
I
the
was
norm,
gonna say
innit?
that, you know, I feel like a lot of the young artists have their mum as their manager.
Yeah, man, it's the norm, and like I know I won't get over in
nest.
it.
Yeah,
I won't.
yeah.
Like she's got my best interest, and
Yeah,
it's
of
like
course,
it's
she's-
short. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But do you ever disagree?
of course, all the time. Like you're supposed to.
Did she ever like pull the mum card?
No. Our relationship is when you're a mum, you'll be my mum. When you're being a manager, you're being a manager.
Yeah.
They must get a bit muddled up sometimes. Really?
We just got that understanding.
Right.
I feel like now that I'm mature enough, we have that understanding. But back then, what?
Right.
Like,
What do you think has matured you?
I just feel like I've just grown before my time. Like, you know, when you're 15, you're doing stuff and like you're behaving like a 21-year-old. So I feel like I've seen a lot before my actual time. Now
Yeah.
that I'm the time,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you had to
grow up
adapt
quick.
from early. You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So other than music, is there anything else that you see yourself doing in the future? Obviously not acting, because you said you don't know
No,
that.
obviously I'll act in the future 100%, but right now it's not that.
Yeah.
Like, no, the
What else
script thing
would you
is
see
long.
yourself potentially doing?
I don't know, you know. It's music. Swear down, I don't see myself
That's
doing
where
that.
that's where the love is.
That's where it is.
Is there any dream collaborations?
I've had my dream collab. I can't talk though. Yeah.
Oh, is he not coming?
yeah,
It's not out
yeah,
yet.
no, it's not out yet. No.
Exclusive on
Ooh.
Amazon. She has a tune with
Is it-
Drake.
is it-
It's on the way.
Is it just, that's his fantasy?
All right, relax, bro. Why you always releasing my business?
Yeah, because that is your fantasy.
That's a fantasy.
I reckon if Drake just asked you to just be there in the studio with you,
Yeah.
facing the wall, you would
Yeah.
be there in the studio,
Yes.
like in the corner, just like this.
Yeah. You wouldn't do that. If Drake messaged you, come to the studio where you gotta face the wall, would you go?
No.
I'm
For
going
what?
still.
Are you dumb?
At
What do you mean am I facing the wall?
At some point, I have to turn around to leave. Right? So
No. If he's like, walk out backwards.
I gotta do.
Violating.
I'm just taking a picture like it's perfect actually. You had to take a picture of me in the front, them in the, you know what I mean? It's perfect. It works.
I couldn't do that.
No, that's crazy still. That is actually crazy.
Listen, it is what it is. I'm
So-
like,
so
and
wait,
that ain't even a no clout thing. I'm just a fan of the music.
He loves him.
No, because I just think he's just done something that I ain't seen nobody else do for so long.
For so long.
Like, and he popularized vulnerable rap to a different level.
This is very true.
And you gotta respect that.
Or maybe Bow Wow popularized it.
Bow Wow wasn't vulnerable in the same way that
Let
thingy.
me hold you.
Drake said,
Girl,
you
I
left me and I want you back.
No, but
Mom's like,
no,
lich.
but also
Yeah.
Bow did. Girl, I understand you're loyal to your man, and that's all right. You don't even know these songs.
Allow it. Nah, you're trying to stop. You're trying to stop, man.
Do you
Nah.
remember that song though? You remember?
Of course, you're trying to stop me, like.
And also Drake says that if it wasn't for Bow Wow, there would be no Drake.
Yes, listen. He is the evolution of
Yeah,
these
yeah.
people, but he took it because you could go back further than
Yeah,
Bow
he
Wow and
took-
go to LL Cool J.
Yeah,
LL Cool J
facts.
was
True
softer
that,
with his rap,
true that.
but Drake said she hurt me
Yeah, nice.
and I'm crying and I can't get her back. When Drake started
gave
rapping,
you a voice.
there you go.
He did.
There you go.
He did. Drake gave him a voice.
He gave man a voice that have, felt the feeling of heartbreak.
And that wear tight jackets. I really want you not to wear the jacket again.
Dissing the man in the jacket.
All right. In terms of the evolution of your music, where do you see it going next? How you incorporate that Caribbean influences into your music? Is there any other genres you see yourself dipping into?
To be fair, I do, but I just don't know what. I feel like I like to just experiment a
You
lot.
think you'll ever go the Afro way?
Oh, I've got some. 2023, you're gonna see a lot. Get me? I've got a lot of like African features, like Stoneboy. I got nuts. Yeah,
nice,
we got bangers. I got so much techno.
It's
It's
gonna be
peak, man.
big.
It's gonna be a good year.
I think it's nice to hear you say that as well, because you're number one, you're still young, and then you're also young in your career as well.
Yeah.
I think it's nice not to have a defiant sound. Or
Yeah.
like, this is all I'm gonna do, because as you get older, as you experience new things, as you travel more, you're gonna be exposed to so much more. It's good not to kind of just
Bracket.
Pigeonhole yourself.
Pigeonhole yourself into one space.
No, facts.
I'm still trying to figure out who the person
Dude,
is.
Drake.
No, I
Nah.
think it's a dancehall artist.
Nah.
Oh,
Anyway.
the UK,
Nah.
It's Aubrey.
American.
Yeah.
I think I'll know who she's talking about if I ask one more
It's a
question.
Mel
So I
though.
won't.
It's a Mel
Okay,
though.
no, I don't know.
It's a
Yeah,
male.
it's a Mel. Yeah.
I don't know.
Are they old or young?
Old.
You're gonna give it away, because you've made yeah.
No, but there's a lot of old American people.
Like,
Not
but-
old,
but-
like
but- but-
your age. You said you're 30. You said
This is my favorite episode of the Plus
No.
44 podcast.
I mean, no.
I have
No.
thoroughly enjoyed
Remember you
this.
said that you're 33. I mean,
It's too
around
late.
you
It's too
guys'
late.
age.
It's too late.
Around you guys' age.
It's too late.
Oh my days. I'm so
Listen,
sorry.
Too late to
It's
apologize.
peak when David's got into your head and now you're there
This is-
doing little slide drop. This is on me.
Listen, and
so smooth as well.
Just to end off the podcast, I think that you two should stay connected, because you was giving her some good advice, like a grandmother-daughter figure, like relationship dynamic. I think that would be positive for you guys going forward. Just so you can guide her. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
This has been the Plus 44 podcast. Make some noise for our guest, Amaria BB!
Yes.
So before we go, be sure to check out all the new releases this week across the Plus 44 playlist on Amazon Music.
As well as the main Plus 44 playlist, we also have the R&B playlist, the rap playlist, and the Afro playlist.
And make sure you follow us on Instagram at +44UK, where you can see snippets of this podcast, exclusive content, and stay up to date with all new music releases.
You have been listening to the Plus 44 podcast from Wondery with me, Sideman.
And me, Zeze Millz.
Listen to the Plus 44 podcast wherever you get your podcasts, or listen early and ad-free on Amazon Music. The Plus 44 podcast is produced by So Incredible with Wondery, audio engineered by Nathan Cooper, filmed and edited by Marcus Accent, photography by Naomi Koji Payton. The podcast is filmed at Fiction Studios. The executive producer for So Incredible was Harry Anthony. The executive producers for Wondery and Amazon Music were Delisa James, Estelle Doyle, Richard Knight, Jessica Radburn, and Marshall Louis. Thanks to Amaria BB for joining us this week, and thanks to you for listening. Listen to the Plus 44 podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
Or listen early and ad-free on Amazon Music.